Emerson and the First Steps of Adulthood. Emerson was 23 years old when he started to understand what adulthood really meant. When he was younger, he often heard adults say, being an adult is not easy. At that time, Emerson did not believe them. He thought adulthood meant freedom. No school, rules, no homework, no one telling him what to do. But now things were different. A new morning. One Monday morning, Emerson's alarm rang at 6 a.m. Beep, beep, beep. He opened one eye and looked at the clock. 5 more minutes, he whispered. But then he remembered. He had work at 7:30. He slowly sat up in bed and stretched. Okay, this is my life now, he said with a small smile. He made his bed, took a quick shower, brushed his teeth, and prepared a simple breakfast: toast, eggs, and coffee. While waiting, while eating, he looked at the paper on the table. It was his monthly budget: rent, electricity, internet, food, transportation. He took a deep breath. Wow, being an adult is expensive. The first responsibility: work. Emerson worked at a small logistics company. His job was to organize packages and check delivery schedules. It was not his dream job, but he was proud of it. Why? Because it was his responsibility. His manager once told him, people trust you when you do your job well. Emerson liked that idea, being someone others could trust. That morning, his co-worker Daniel waved at him. Good morning, ready for another busy day? Emerson laughed. Do we have a choice? They both smiled and started working. Hours passed quickly. Emerson checked labels, moved boxes, and updated information on the computer. At noon, he felt tired but satisfied. He was learning something important. Responsibility is not always fun, but it gives your life meaning. Living alone. 6 months earlier, Emerson moved into a small apartment. It had one bedroom, a tiny kitchen, a comfortable sofa, and a window with a beautiful view of the sunset. The apartment was not big, but it was his. The first week living alone was exciting. The third week was educational. One day he opened the fridge. Nothing. No milk, no fruit, no cheese. Only a bottle of water. He laughed at himself. So, adults must remember to buy food. That night, he went to the supermarket with a list. Now he understood something his mother used to say. If it is not on the list, you forget it. She was right. Learning to say no. Friday arrived and his friends invited him out. Let's go to a restaurant, they said. Emerson wanted to go. The food there was amazing, but he checked his budget again. If he spent too much money, he would have problems later. He paused and thought carefully. Then he replied, not this time, guys. I'm saving money. His friend Lucas smiled. Look at you, acting like a real adult. Emerson laughed. It was not easy to say no, but adulthood often meant making smart choices, not just fun ones. Taking care of himself. One evening, Emerson felt tired, very tired after work. He wanted to order fast food and watch videos all night, but he stopped and thought, my body needs care too. So he cooked rice, chicken, and vegetables. After dinner, he went for a short walk. The night air was cool and peaceful. While walking, he realized something important. Being an adult is also about self care. No one was there to remind him to sleep early or eat healthy. Now he was responsible for his own well being. A small problem. One Saturday morning, Emerson woke up and stepped on the kitchen floor. Splash! Water everywhere. The sink? He shouted. The sink! He shouted. The pipe under the sink was leaking. At first, he panicked. What do I do? Then he remembered something his father once told him. Stay calm. I will solve problems step by step. So, Emerson 1. Closed the water valve. 2. Cleaned the floor. 3. Called the plumber. Problem solved. Later, he sat on the sofa feeling proud. Adulthood. Adulthood was not about having zero problems. It was about learning how to handle them, helping others. One afternoon, his neighbor, an elderly woman, was carrying heavy grocery bags. Emerson quickly walked over. Let me help you. She smiled warmly. Thank you, young man. You are very kind. As he carried the bags upstairs, he felt something new. Not pressure, not stress, but maturity. Adults do not only care for themselves, they also help others when they can. A quiet reflection. That night, Emerson sat near the window watching the sunset paint the sky orange and pink. He thought about his life. Yes, adulthood was sometimes tiring. Yes, it came with bills, work, and difficult decisions, but it also brought independence, growth, confidence, purpose. He smiled softly. When I was younger, I thought adulthood meant freedom, he said. Now I see it means responsibility too. He paused. And that's not a bad thing. The biggest lesson. Before going to bed, Emerson wrote in his journal, adulthood is not about being perfect. It is about learning, improving, and continuing, even when things are hard. He closed the notebook and turned off the light. As he lay in bed, he felt calm. Not because life was easy, but because he knew he was becoming stronger every day, step by step, choice by choice, responsibility by responsibility. And just before falling asleep, and just before falling asleep, he whispered, I think I'm starting to understand what it means to be an adult. Wow, what an amazing story, isn't it? Wasn't it? Could you tell me what advice his father gave to him in this story? Tell me in the comments. Bye for now.